wanted to show you guys Panopto, which is what we will use, right, to upload your speech. So it'll say, click to open Panopto in a new tab. So the first thing you have to do is, here we go, is effective speaking. You'll need to download the recorder. So you'll download it and you'll say download installer. It's whatever your operating system is. It'll download it to your computer. And then Panopto will be on your computer. Now, you'll say record a new session. It'll say Panopto recorder. Say OK. And now we're on Panopto recorder. So here I am. There's my bed, I guess. Whoops. I wasn't doing video for this section because my hair is not pretty, but I guess you guys are going to see me anyway. Yeah, so here we go. We're going to record. That's all you got to do is hit record. Recording. And you'll see that what is going on here, right, is your screen right here is on one side and your webcam's on the other. This is really similar to actually what I'm using right now to record this thing that's recording me and my screen is also recording me and my screen. It's kind of crazy, right? I'm using Camtasia. Panopto is a much simpler version of that. So, you know, to basically describe it, what you'll want to do is you will want to get your visual aid up on your computer screen right here. And then you will want to start recording with Panopto, and then you will minimize Panopto itself, because if you don't minimize it, it'll only be up here, all right? And then once you minimize Panopto, I'm going to stop this. Once you minimize Panopto, or let's pause it. Once you minimize Panopto, I know you can't see anything or anything like that, but Panopto is recording through both your webcam and also it's recording your screen, which is where your visual aid is going to be. So we talked about a visual aid. If you go look at the syllabus, you need 1 to 3 pictures, graphs, diagrams. I would highly recommend going to MCLP and taking a look on the chapter, the whole chapter that they wrote on visual aids. It will tell you exactly what you need to use to make an effective one. We don't do text. So do not give me a PowerPoint that's not a visual aid. I know I use PowerPoints in this class, but I'm not in public speaking. I'm just trying to teach it. So in extemporaneous speaking, which is the style of speaking that we use in this class, PowerPoint's not acceptable. So just letting you guys know. So anyway, you'll need a picture, like I said, picture, chart, graph, diagram, whatever it is that supports your speech. And I'll be uploading a video on those. That is what will be on your screen when you start this recording, right? So you'll start the recording and it'll be on your screen. You will minimize Panopto. Make sure that you minimize Panopto and have your visual aid up on your screen, covering the whole screen. And Panopto will be recording that visual aid. Then you can stand back. Panopto will be recording you. And then you can give your speech. And of course, the whole point of the visual aid, right, is that you refer to it at some point during your speech. Now, here's the thing. In Panopto, basically, it's going to record everything you do, not only your webcam, but also anything that's going on the screen. So if you have more than one visual aid, like one slide or whatever on a presentation software that you're using, it's going to get weird because you're going to have to walk up to the computer and then hit like next or something. You might mess it up, and that's going to goof your whole recording. Which, by the way, I'm going to count off for because you need to be prepared. So here's the thing. I would highly recommend only having one picture, one graph, one thing, right? That's really all I need for you to show me is that you know how to use a visual aid, is to refer to that visual aid in your speech. So if you do not, and you really, really, really want to use like 3 things, you're going to need to put it on a timer. And basically, in PowerPoint and in Google Docs, you can put the slides on a timer so that, you know, at a certain time, it will change slides automatically. The thing is, you have to synchronize your speech to that, so it takes a lot of practice to do that. You know, I've been teaching public speaking for a while, and I always say, you know, to students who come up and ask me how to do that because they don't want to, like, walk around and, like, touch things, but they want to use more than just one thing, I always tell them to do a timer. Most of them don't. The ones that have, you know what, I'm duly impressed if they can get up there and really synchronize their speech. It showed me that they know how to prep. So if you do use a timer, I mean, that's pretty impressive. I'm not going to say it's not going to get you more kudos. I'm not going to say points, but kudos at least, which could lead to more points. Wink. But like I said, one thing, just one visual aid is enough. So I'm going to hit stop. Not stop. Recording's been completed successfully. You'll now be taken to the recording status tab. So you'll see it. It just uploaded. Blink. All right, that means that it is now in the folder. Pretty simple, right? So I'm going to X out of Panopto. I'm going to exit out of this. And to make sure, right, that my thingy got uploaded, we're going to do this. And sure enough, here it is. Now, you always want to make sure that you name your speech, right? If you don't, then it's just going to be named February 25th at 7:07 whatever p.m. You know, I would prefer that you do informative speech and then your last name. So that way I know who you are. So basically, right, I can delete this. I don't want these in there. But this is actually what I'm going to do to look at your speeches. Now, right, I will be basically grading you guys on these, and then I'll input those grades into MediaShare. So just be aware. But so it's an empty folder now. The cool thing is that when you pull up Panopto, right, you're in your class, pull up Panopto, it automatically puts it in this folder for me. So anyway, this is Panopto, and this is the special thing. You'll notice that the speech is still in MediaShare. Do not upload your speech to MediaShare. Do not. I'm thinking about just taking that off so you can't. All right? You do not do that. You can't like download this and then stick it into MediaShare. That's not how it works, right? Panopto is a separate thing. So, and it's just so that we can see your visual aid. So just remember that. Here's the overview on Panopto, and you know, watch it as many times as you want, because it's really not that confusing, but I know that there's a whole lot of stuff here, so I apologize, but we have to do this. So it's out of my hands. Anyway, have a great day.